Greetings and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kiyonah. Cheers and may you be blessed. Today I'm drinking a power smoothie, not coffee. Cheers. That's delicious. Okay, so today I would like to talk with you a little about my perspectives on conscious parenting for the next generation of activists, or people who are conscious citizens in the world. Because the fact is that our children of any age, from birth on up, are conscious, sentient beings. They, even from a very young, innocent age, they seem to love the earth. They're aware of the lives of other little creatures. Maybe you've seen that video circulating of the little girl from France who discovers that meat is made of animals who were cooked, and she cries and says that she'll never eat animals again because it's not nice for the animals. So a lot of times as we grow up, our humanity is socialized out of us, or our spirits become broken, and by the time we become parents, we're pretty dull in our spirits, and children will come along and they will reinvigorate us and reawaken us. Others of us are fortunate to keep our consciousness the whole time and to raise children who are fully embodied from the beginning. Wherever you are on the spectrum, that's awesome that you brought some new people into the world to make the wheel of life go round. So basically, to be a conscious parent of these children coming into the world, the children that tend to be born to activists and conscious people and people who like meditation and yoga and things like that. We want to be conscious. We want to be tuned in, to their spirits and to our spirits, and we want to be sensitive and empathic, and go with the flow, even if it's hard. And we want to be the example, that they can look to when they have a question about how to handle something in life. Should I do this? Should I do that? How should I handle this? How should I handle that? So we want to be an example of whatever values we want them to internalize. We want to have fun with our children, conscious fun, by going to rallies, going to gatherings, going to museums. We want to do stuff with them, like building rabbit hutches and growing gardens and going on nature hikes and collecting things to make collages and things like that. And be, not only be a peaceful, trusted authority, but also be a friend, that they feel safe, emotionally safe, sharing their heart with, so that they can then extend that to their own children and to other people. So I'm not into telling anybody how to do anything, like don't do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. That's totally up to you, and it's between you and your children, But I would just say that as you go through your parenting life, try to see your child as a conscious, sentient being who has all of the power to change the world just by their embodiment and by what they do, and see that as an honor and a blessing and a sacred responsibility that you carry willingly and that you want, like a monk in a temple who has a very revered position. You have that revered position in your child's life, and so like say you're dealing with bullying, do Do you want to teach them to fight and hit and call names to defend themselves? Or do you want to teach them to have a sense of humor about it and to just rock it and own it for whoever they are, and or to have snappy comebacks and be witty? Like, consciously think about how to go through this journey with your child. Don't just do whatever comes off the cuff, because you get out of it what you put into it. And if you don't put much into it, then your child might not grow very well or grow up very well. Could become a narcissist, could become a sociopath, could become a psychopath. If you have adultism, where you think that everything the adult says goes, and how the adult says it goes is how it is, and that the adult comes first, and that the child is just in the way and needs to go play, and that what they want doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, that's a mental illness that you need to have treated by a counselor. Because if you raise a child that way, they're going to be so full of resentment and not love you. It's better to be child-led or child-centered, with you being like the Buddhist monk, in this temple of your child's life, where both of you are honored and blessed and held to accountable for your values and your actions. And it's based on love and reverence and humor and sweetness, So raising children to be activists is a way of raising the consciousness of the world, because each person who is awakened contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. Children are already awake, but if they fall asleep or you fall asleep to the dreams of Babylon, the nightmares of the establishment, then it's really up to you to take the helm and steer things back down the river of life instead, and just love your child and appreciate your child. Kiss their head, kiss their boo-boos, show compassion for them, teach them to not stomp on worms or squash spiders. Teach them to go on hikes where they look at nature, the details of nature. Teach them where their food comes from. Teach them to recycle and compost. Teach them about the cycles of life. Teach them about the effects of everything we do on the rest of life. Teach them how to make responsible choices, how to consider that process instead of just doing whatever comes off the cuff. I just feel like people are so dumb if they aren't conscious. They just do dumb stuff like road rage. Every single stoplight is an opportunity. It's like a bell of awareness to bring you back to the present moment. But if you're all in a rush and you are angry at the other drivers and the traffic, you're just off base. You need to put some reggae on the radio and roll a smoke, roll down the windows, and just kick back like you're on a road trip in a strange city. Because your child will see how you react to situations like traffic. Is this a time to relax and tune back into the present moment? Or is this a time to develop road rage and get into altercations? So be the example that you want your child to emulate. Just really love your child unconditionally. And if your child is old enough to understand, you can give your child projects or help their child develop projects. My daughter loves writing love letters to everybody in the neighborhood and hand delivering them. And she also works on our garden, and she helps plant our trees. She helps take care of all of our plants. Other kids might want to use their birthday money to donate to an animal shelter, or draw posters to raise awareness, or crochet hats for babies in the hospital, or some kind of project that is interesting to them. Get them in the habit of doing creative stuff like that. And just be gentle with yourself if you make mistakes. Tell your child, I was really out of it when I said that or did that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish that I had thought before I spoke. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. Please forgive me, because I really love you and I want us to have a good relationship. And teach them that humbleness of saying you're sorry and asking for forgiveness, so that when they grow up and they have tension or altercations with people, they'll know how to handle it gracefully. The dogs in the neighborhood won't stop barking, and it's really distracting me, so I'm going to end the video for now. I may try to do another one. But remember to be beautiful and be free and be true to yourself and true to your child and your parenting. And be blissed and be blessed. And take care and take it easy. And until I talk with you again, namaste and blessed be.